and foremost, thank you all so much for joining us. I know most everyone is an Ag in the Classroom coordinator for their county on the call, and if not, I know you're heavily involved in promoting agricultural literacy. So, shameless plug: the National Agriculture in the Classroom Conference is in the Midwest this year in Minnesota, in Minneapolis. So, I will be sending more information, but we did just open a scholarship for Wisconsin teachers and educators. So we do have some bandwidth. Those applications are open on our website until March 15th. So please share them. I'll be sending them out, but they just posted over the weekend. So it is hot off the press. But even more so is the county essay contest. The state essay contest is coming up. It's due April 15th. This year's theme is Wisconsin trees. And it, of course, goes with the 2024 book of the year, My Grandpa, My Tree, and Me. So I wanted to first start off and make sure that everyone knows where the resources are on the website. We've done some remodeling of the website over the past couple of months. So I wanted to make sure that everyone knows where to find those resources. So the educator resources are still on the Wisconsin Ag in the Classroom website, which is wisag.com. But the leader and the volunteer resources have moved to the Wisconsin Farm Bureau website. So hopefully on your screen you are seeing the Wisconsin Farm Bureau website. And I just wanted to make sure everyone knows that the Ag in the Classroom link actually takes you to county resources now. So to find all of the latest and greatest, you click on the county resource button. And that will take you to the monthly e-newsletter that I send out. I know that we have some folks who do better with the website and some who do better with Facebook and some who do better with email. So we're trying to make sure we've got a place to link you from website and email and all the things. So at the very top are all of our volunteer assets that are open right now, including the county contest resources. So this is just a Google Drive of all the things for County Ag in the Classroom essay contest coordinators. And we added some social media assets this year. We have the recording from Carmen DeCoke's presentation in November. She's a fourth grade teacher. She shared how she uses the essay contest in Rock County and how she incorporates it into her classroom. So it's a real quick watch, 20 minutes. We also have the PDF of the Ag in the Classroom flyer. We did just get that done in Spanish this week, so I'm going to be adding the Spanish version of that. And we also have we have copies of the flyer as well. Canva doubled my order on accident, so I have a lot of flyers. So just drop it an email to me or drop it in the chat tonight, and I can get those sent out to you yet this week. So those, I'm trying to make sure that I can share this, but again, that essay contest flyer is in a PDF. It is due 15th of April to counties. And this year we did add a state prize, cash prize of $250 for our top fourth grade and our top fifth grade essay winners. So we're excited to be able to offer that. And then on the back of the flyer, it has the rules, the resources, and all the things. So if you haven't seen this, again, that is available on the Wisconsin Ag in the Classroom Resources for County Leaders site. And again, that's just a Google Classroom link. As you move forward, just making sure that we all kind of know where to find those resources to walk us through. We have a lot of new coordinators. I think everybody on this call is pretty seasoned. But if you have someone in your district who is new, please feel free to reach out and share. You might see those folks more than I get to sometimes, especially if you're up by Rob in Pierce County. I don't get over there nearly as much as I'd like to, but that coordinator guide is online and it's a Google slide deck. What's cool about that is that it has all of the links for the resources that you can download. So again, kind of the expectations of the timeline, and then the actual timeline itself for the contest. So our target is to get all of those essays into counties by April 15th and judged. I know that's tax day, so hopefully those post offices will stay open extra late so we can get all the essay contests. if they don't come in online. But we want to make sure that counties have enough time to judge. So please get those county winning essays uploaded by May 1st through the to the website. And I'm going to show you where to do that in just a moment. We are going to do a very quick turnaround in judging. I've had some judges ready to go. Last year, we used a combination of English teachers, retired librarians, and then a couple of farmers to make sure we had the content as well as the language arts pieces down. So we've got those folks lined up so that we can announce our state finalists and our district winners by May 20th. And to my account, that is about as early as most schools are going to get out, but we really want to have those announced before the early schools get out so that we know that we can contact those state winners by June 5th. And this year, DATCAP has invited us back to their summer meeting to award our state essay contest winners with the Department of Ag and Trade Consumer Protection Board and Secretary Romansky at their July 10th meeting. Um, just so you know, that county coordinators of the state winners are going to be invited to attend, and we will cover your travel costs because it's an amazing day for those students, and it was a great time last year. So, any questions about the timeline? All right. So if you really are looking for more of a breakdown, we had some kind of tips and tricks to share with your county this year. So we are all the way to March now. So this is a great, well, almost to March. I shouldn't get ahead of myself, but we're really at that point where if you haven't yet reached out to schools or teachers, this is kind of it. You want to do that in the next week or two for a couple reasons. One, we're getting real close to spring break. And so students are looking for that extra kind of bonus work to do. This is a great time. But we're also heading into state testing timeline. So fourth graders do state testing and they get a 6-week window in the spring. So we want to make sure that if we haven't reached out, we can do that at this point. And if you're having a problem connecting with your schools, there is a really great website that I shared in the last coordinator update. It's on the website. It's the DPI link to all of the fourth grade or to the schools that you can sort by county. So at least you can kind of figure out who's where. And if you're really still unsure, try reaching out and sharing the information with your local library. They're usually pretty connected with school librarians in the county, and librarians talk to each other a lot. So if schools are just not quite opening doors for you, I definitely recommend checking with your public library and stopping in and having a conversation with them. So if you're wondering what you should be sharing, I'm going to go back again to that Google Drive to show you where some of these pieces are. Again, you can share the flyer if you haven't. Many counties ordered books. This is a great time to make sure those books are distributed if you plan on giving them out before the contest. And then you can walk through. There's some editable letters that you can share with the books and some ideas of how to bring that book to life. We also have a really great opportunity with National Ag Week coming up to kind of have that like little extra excuse to reach out to schools with Read Across America, which is happening the first week of March, so next week, and then the following week is all or 2 weeks later is National Ag Week. So it's really got some great opportunities coming up. Read Across America, schools love to have extra readers come in. And then National Ag Week is a great chance to maybe get a quick 30 minutes, read a story, and introduce the essay topic. So all of the resources are, again, you can access them from our website, the www.fbf.com website under programs. But I did want to also point out that the editable mailing instructions are here. And then we do have the editable. Hopefully you're seeing this. I don't know what all switches, but we have a PDF that's ready to go that you can use and download for county winners. So this is ready to go. So when you have those county winners selected and if you want to give them a certificate or award them, this is ready to edit in that file. Last but not least, the timeline, or I'm sorry, the timeline is available. So if you're looking for something just a little quicker to print off to add to your refrigerator wall or your calendar, you can grab that from that Google Share Drive as well. All right. So those are kind of my hot tips for the essay contest. Are there any questions? Anything that's going on that I haven't shared yet? Okay. One thing that is going to be coming, I wanted to show really quickly. We had a couple of essays come in online, and I'll be sending out, every single county coordinator is going to get a link. So if you can see um, any online essays that come in. So um, I'm not going to send you this whole big mess, but every single county has their own link. You can see real time the essays that are coming in. So I wanted to demonstrate what it looks like. Wapak County has already got some essays in from their elementary or from a middle school. And of course, they're the one that's not on here. So I will demonstrate Brown County, I guess. I was planning on showing Wapaka, but it happens. So you'll get a website or you'll get the link, and you're going to see a real brief message that says, here are the essays that are submitted online from your county. To view each essay, click on the eye icon. And normally you would see, I don't know if you can see my cursor, it says there are no results to display at the very bottom. That is where your essays will show up. And you'll just click on the I link, and that will open up all of the essays. So if a teacher uploads them, or they can submit them individually, you will be able to see them through there. If you are having trouble with it, please reach out to me, and I can just send you all of the PDFs or all of the Word documents that are uploaded. But the nice thing about this is it kind of keeps them all together, so you can see them. And in this link, it does say the name of the county at the top. It has a link in it that you can go back again to that Google Drive. It's all right there. So if you're judging, it's really easy to access. Once you have judged, we are again going to ask each county to submit their winning essays online through our same kind of form system. So when I send out those county links, I'll also send out that link, but the upload link looks very similar to last year. Just making sure I'm still sharing what I want to share here, guys. Okay. So this is what the upload link will look like once you have selected your county winners or winner. Make sure that you have the student's school name, their first and last name, and their grade level, as well as the teacher contact. We ran into an issue last year where we had a student who just put their first name, and we couldn't track them down. So that county had to grab a different winner. So just make sure when you upload, you have that information. Again, that timeline is there. And we're asking this year, when you submit your winning essays from your county, we're going to ask for some information. Again, we're looking for the total number of essays received in fifth grade and in fourth grade, the number of schools who submitted, and then the number of homeschools that submitted. So it might be a homeschool group, or it might be an individual student. They each count as one. So we're trying to get a handle on who's submitting what where. And this year, just to keep everybody organized, if you don't receive any entries, which we hope that doesn't happen, all you have to do, we still ask that you fill out the form and simply click no entries received and then submit. And upon submitting, you should get a, oh, it didn't like that I didn't put my name in, but you'll get a message that you successfully submitted, and then you'll also get a copy of what you submitted. So that's pretty much what we need done by May 1st to make sure that the essay judging and the contest moves along. So we're excited. We've got an incredible amount of books out this year, lots of clicks and hits on the website. So hopefully that it's going to lead to a lot of entries. All right. Okay, I'm gonna open. I took a little, took a few more minutes than anticipated on that, but am gonna open it up to National Ag Day. National Ag Day is coming up in just a few short weeks. It's officially March 17th through the 21st. In my little tease in the invite tonight, I asked if anybody wanted to share if they had anything planned. So this would be an awesome time if you have something that you're excited about doing or you want to try. The floor is open. And if you're looking for inspiration, I'll jump into the next part. So I want to thank everyone who submitted their county reports. And many folks included some ideas and new opportunities that they tried this year. So I compiled those into a PDF and you're going to get that copy of it. I just got to figure out how to make it bigger so you can see it. Um, so each I think there were about a dozen or so counties that shared what they did. So I'm going to pick on Dodge County. They did an agriculture story time with Santa at the Marsh Haven Nature Center during the Christmas at Marsh Haven. That Santa did read an agriculture book, and then an activity related to the book was done. All the participants received some snacks and some swag. Um, Darlene, I know you're on. She shared that in Dane County, they gave books to the Wanakee FFA chapter to do an elementary school outreach with essay presentations and then YouTube videos. So I don't know if you want to jump on.
Yeah, yeah, Rhonda Knapp had contacted us that she had some kids that wanted to go into schools. So that was nice to get some FFA support. We're trying to, get more FFA chapters, to incorporate the essay into their Food for America program. And I know like Stoughton, we've got an FFA arboretum that was started back when John was in high school. So I'm trying to get some of the schools that have arboretums to see if their ag teachers or FFA students could kind of incorporate something with that, with the essay topics, so that they could help the teachers become aware that their school district has a school forest or an arboretum or, some type of facility to help teach about trees and so forth. So we're trying to get that partnership, but we have lots of changes, and as you mentioned, they all have testing and schedules and so forth. So sometimes it's been a little bit of a struggle, but that's what we're trying.
Awesome. We love new ideas. I know you're always working. And if you're not aware, we did just do an ag literacy training with FFA members before the FFA halftime conference back in January. We had 40 FFA chapters attend. So we had roughly 80 students, and we did several agricultural literacy activities, and they all got to take a book and activities with them. So we know that FFAs are awesome partners. So that's great. Rob, are you trying to unmute? No? Okay. Sorry. I'll I'll keep going. So appreciate that kind of on the fly call out, Darlene. But I'll share again this spreadsheet. It's got a couple of good ideas. Oh, Kevin, you had your library promotion on there. So I will share this out in the link after the meeting to hopefully share some inspiration um, for National Ag Week and just for the spring and summer and all of the opportunities that we have coming up. All right. So just a quick reminder that Teacher Appreciation Week is April 5th through the 9th. I know I'm throwing a lot of dates at you, but if you're trying to get your toe in the door, this could be a really fun week to just drop off some Ag in the Classroom swag from those of you who turned in your reports. You have clips and apples and drawstring bags. That would be a great time to drop some things off. And just let teachers know that you appreciate them. And then you can also get gift certificates through American Farm Bureau's Foundation for Ag for maybe an educator guide or ag mags, or the sky's the limit when it comes to this. So we want to make sure that you're aware that that's coming up and that could be just be a little bit different of an opportunity to engage with classrooms and with teachers especially.
What are the dates again, please?
Sure, it's April 5th through the 9th,
Okay.
and typically, like, Teacher Day is that
Mhm.
Tuesday of that week, so that would be the April 6th.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm. Yeah. All right. And then the last thing I have before we kind of transition into the expedition agriculture is the book of the year order for 2026 is going to be coming up pretty quick here at the beginning of April. I wanted to give you a heads up though that we're going to have a little bit different delivery system this year. We're going to push that order, still have it available by April because I know some farm bureaus don't meet in the spring and the summer as much because of crops and field work. Um, but we're going to get those books in late August to early September. The book of the year was announced at the American Farm Bureau meeting and back in January, and the book is called The Soil in Jackie's Garden. It is super cute. It's really fun, really relatable. It's a little bit different how it's written. If you haven't seen it, it goes top to bottom. It's a little bit different way to look at it, and it's a little bit like the house that Jack built, but it's all about soil. So lots of fun opportunities with that, and that will be our book of the year that we're going to order and promote agricultural literacy for 2026, 2025, 2026. So that is my big exciting news. So are there any quick questions that we have kind of for the greater good? Any questions you have about Ag in the Classroom or the conference or the scholarships or the grants, the books, the resources?
And then the scholarships for the teachers and educators for the national, those are state scholarships, so they're on which what on the Wisconsin Egg in the Classroom website?
They are.
Okay.
Our new foundation director, John,
Yep.
if you know
Mhm.
him from FFA a few years ago, has really done an outstanding job. So we're going to be able to offer hotel and conference registration for if I did my math correctly and people share rooms, we're going to be able to get about 10 teachers.
Okay.
One thing to consider is that it does say teacher on the application, but we had allocated some dollars so that if we had volunteers who wanted to submit, we certainly I certainly encourage particularly our coordinators and those who are really involved to apply. So I'll just show you really quickly where those are. Um, that scholarship application is under the Wisconsin Agriculture in the Classroom website. And I know it's not a grant or an award, but it's under grants. And then it's the national scholarship. So these are going to be due March 15th. We're going to have a very quick turnaround so that we can let award winners know by March 20th so that we can get them registered and figure out if we how many teachers we're going to have spots for and who can still attend and hopefully give everyone notice.
And do they need, like, recommendations, or is that something the teacher can just fill out themselves?
This is something the teacher can fill out themselves.
Okay, perfect, thanks.
Mhm.
When was the actual conference again, Beth?
Yeah, so if the council does move forward with the
The
creation
national conference is June 23rd through the 26th in Minneapolis.
agreement,
What's nice about it too is since you are so close, if you wanted to go for like a day or 2 days, they've changed the schedule a little bit this year. So off the top of my head, um, everything's kind of mixed around, but typically we have workshops and tours on that Tuesday. Again, Wednesday is more workshops, awards, and some really great keynote speakers. Just always a great opportunity to play bingo to raise money for the National Egg in the Classroom program. And then Thursday morning, they do a really great series of workshops that are 20-minute, repeated 3 times, so you can really kind of get a quick taste before the end of the conference. So it's a pretty fast paced conference. There's a lot of hands on, and it's just going to be great because it's going to be in our backyard, just across the river. So Sue Knott and the Minnesota team and the NATCO team have a really great conference planned. And we really want to take advantage of that and just get our teachers fired up by getting them to the conference.